Hello students, now we'll discuss very important that is topic in redox reaction, that is balancing of chemical reaction, that is chemical equation, how it will be balanced. Because we know the all chemical reaction and maybe a physical process, it obey the law of conservation of mass. Mass neither be created nor be destroyed in any physical or chemical change. So during the change, maybe a physical or chemical change, the mass of the reactant is equal to mass of the product. That's why during the chemical reaction, to express the reaction in equation, we have to balance the reactant and product. Both sides, the atoms of the reactants and products, both sides must be equal. That is called balanced chemical equation. So how can you balance the chemical equation? Some cases it has been observed that a particular method is not suitable to balance the all chemical equations. So there are several methods used. So now we'll discuss all important methods for balancing chemical equation. Okay, first method is that is heat and trial method. That is heat and trial method. This heat and trial method is the important thing is you have to select the bigger formula. Suppose the example is like this: KMnO4 reacts with HCl forming KCl plus MnCl2 plus your water plus Cl2. This is your chemical equation, but it is not balanced. If you see, it is not balanced. How can you balance by heat and trial method? Any equation, if there is any substance in elementary form, it should be written in atomic form first. First it is written in atomic form. KMnO4 plus HCl, then KCl, MnCl2 plus water plus Cl. First it will be written in atomic form. Then select the biggest formula. Out of this reactant and product, which is the bigger compound? This is your bigger compound. Bigger compound contains 4 oxygen. Here the oxygen is 1, so multiplied 4 here. 4 will be multiplied. Then if you see, number of hydrogen will be here how much? That is 8. So 8 is multiplied. Clear? Then number of chlorine how much? Here chlorine is 8. Here chlorine how much? 2 plus 1, 3. Then multiply 5. Then it is 8. So you see, if you see the left and right side, number of atoms are equal. This method is called heat and trial method. Anyhow, you have to balance the reactant product by counting the number of atoms left side and right side. Very important rule is first you have to write the equation in elementary form, that is in atomic form. Then select the bigger compound. From the bigger compound you see the which atom is in large number. Oxygen is large number, so 4 is multiplied. Then you see the remaining atoms. So now this balance, but lastly you see it is in atomic form. You have to convert in Cl2. If you convert the Cl2, it should be in even number. As 5 Cl should be 10 Cl. So multiply 2 in both sides. So KMnO4, 16 HCl, then 2 KCl, then 2 MnCl2. Then 8 H2O, then 10 Cl is written as 5 Cl2. So this is the final balance equation for this equation. This equation now it is balanced. So you have to follow some rules, some techniques, some tricks to balance the equation. This is the example of balancing the chemical equation by heat and trial method. Same equation how can you balance by partial equation method. Partial equation method. Partial equation method, there is some specific rules. The rule is that if you select the bigger compound should be broken into smaller compounds. For example, here bigger compound is KMnO4. It is KMnO4. KMnO4 will be retaining broken form like this, that K2O, then Mn, K2O, then it is written as MnO, then O. It is like this. So KMnO4 will be broken into K2O, MnO and O. You see this balance not. Now it is not balanced, so K2 means multiply 2, manganese 2 means multiply 2, then oxygen how much is 8, here oxygen is how much, here oxygen is, here 2, 1, how much 3, then multiplied 5. Now oxygen is balanced. So each equation will be balanced by heat and trial method. So now it is balanced. So for the bigger compound will be broken down in smaller. Okay. Then what happens? You see these are not necessary as product, because product contain KCl, MnCl2, water and Cl2. So these are not required. So you have to write this K2O plus HCl, that will be KCl plus water. KCl plus water. We balance it. Now multiply 2 here. Now that is, now we multiply 2 here. Now it is balanced. Okay. Then again MnO plus HCl will be MnCl2 plus water. If you balance it, then chlorine 2 multiply 2. Now it is balanced. Then remaining O is not required. O plus HCl will be water plus Cl2. You have to see the product also. As per the product, we have to write the different equation. Partial means whole equation divided in number of equations. So that by breaking the equation in number of forms. So by you have to see the nature of product, then you can write the partial equation. So water and Cl. So finally we got everything. You get already you got KCl, MnCl2, water and Cl. Everything you got it. Then you add. All equation will be added. So you add. Then you have to see it is balanced. It is not balanced. You multiply here. Now it is balanced. Each equation should balance. How many partial equation? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 partial equation we got from the main equation. Then you add. When you add, you see as it has 5 oxygen, it has 1 oxygen, you multiply 5 here, so that oxygen will be cancelled. Left side and right side will cancel. Now you see here what happens, which is repeated. K2O is 1, here K2O is 1, cancelled. 2 MnO, here is 1 MnO, that means 2 is multiplied, so that MnO will be cancelled. Now just you check anything is left. Okay. Then you add it. What is the remaining? 2 KMnO4 plus, what is reactant or HCl? How many HCl? Here just, here 2 HCl, here 2 into 2, 4 HCl, that is 6 HCl, 6 HCl, and this is your 10, that is 16 HCl. Again I am telling, just you count all HCl in the left side. 2 HCl, 4 HCl, 10 HCl, that is 16 HCl. Then how many, that this part is cancelled. What is 2 KCl? How many MnO4? 2 MnO4, 2 MnCl2. Then how many water? Just you check. Here water is 1, here water is 2, that is 3. Now we find 8H2. Now how many Cl2? 5 Cl2. Clear? This is your what? Final balance equation. So this is your final balance equation. This is your final balance equation. Same equation by Degenerate method. Same equation by partial equation method. Partial equation method requires some tricks. You have to divide some important bigger compound into number of small compounds, smaller compounds. Then the compounds which is not necessary will be repeated again, so that to bring the reactant and to get the product, you have to check what are the product written and what are the reactant written. Then accordingly you have to repeat the things which is not required in the left side. Here you see K2O MnO is not required in the equation, so K2O taken again left side, MnO taken in the left side, O is taken again left side, so that it will be cancelled, then it will not be repeated in the product. So this is very important tricks. You have to practice. Practice is important. Makes man's perfect. You have to practice so many things. You can understand clearly, there is no problem, but practice is required to balance the equation. So this is your that second method is partial equation method. Third method is oxidation number method. Oxidation number method. Oxidation number method means you have to calculate the oxidation number of the element in the left side and the right side. Here is KCl plus MnCl2 plus water plus Cl2. But here I am telling one thing. If it is written in Cl2, you write in Cl, so that you can convert into in molecular form. So write in atomic form. When you are writing the equation, better use in which form? Atomic form. It will be easy. So water plus Cl. Then you see the oxidation number change in left side and right side. Okay. So here, what is oxidation number of manganese? Is plus 7. Here oxidation number of manganese is plus 7, because you calculate, you know the calculation oxidation number 1 minus 8, that means plus 7. Here chlorine is minus 1. Here is not required minus 1 minus everything, but here chlorine is 0. So you see the change. Here manganese is manganese. This is manganese. Manganese in plus 2 state. So you see here it is in plus 7 changes to plus 2 means oxidation number decrease by 5. Plus 7 changes to plus 2 for manganese, decrease by 5. And for chlorine, you see here chlorine minus 1 changes to 0. That means minus 1 to 0 means increase by 1. Increase by 1. Okay. So here increase by 1, here decrease by 5. As for the oxidation number method, both increase decrease of oxidation number should be equal. So decrease by 5, increase by 1. You multiply here 5, so that increase decrease will be equal. Here is 5 is multiplied, means you have to multiply 5 here in the main reactant. 5 HCl you have to write like this. 5 HCl, then your KCl, your MnCl2, your water, your Cl. As here 5 is multiplied, here also multiplied 5. This is the technique. When you multiply any number, corresponding number you have to multiply in here. Here 5 means you multiply also 5. Then you see the oxidation number, other atoms. Here oxygen 4, here oxygen is how much? 1. So multiply 4 here. Now oxygen is 8. But one thing here, hydrogen how much? Here hydrogen is 8, but here hydrogen is 5. So you can convert this equation again in this form. 8 HCl you have to write, so that hydrogen will be again balanced. So 4H2O plus 5Cl. Now you see How much? So now 8 hydrogen, 4 oxygen, 8 chlorine, automatically 8 chlorine, see 5 chlorine, 2, 7 chlorine, 1 chlorine, 8 chlorine. Potassium 1, and manganese 1. In this way, you have to balance the equation. Then you convert into atomic chlorine to molecular form. If you multiply 2, then you can convert this atomic chlorine to molecular. So 2, finally result is 2KMnO4 plus 16 HCl changes to 2KCl plus 2MnCl2 plus 8H2O plus 5 into 2, that is 10Cl. 10Cl is 5Cl2. So this is your final what? Balanced equation by same equation by oxidation number method. This is the technique is you have to calculate the change oxidation number of the particular element. Here element is manganese, here is chlorine and chlorine, other chlorine not taken because here chlorine is -1, here chlorine is also -1, it is also -1. You have to think, so that don't waste your time. Without wasting your time, you select which atom has oxidation number is changing. Here manganese +7, you have to think like this. So not necessary to write the oxidation number of every element, that is wastage of time. You have to think for which element, for which atom oxidation number will be changed, like this you have to think. So this is your important, that is third method, oxidation number method. Then fourth method is, that is ion electron method. Ion electron method. I have taken the same example, same equation, we are balancing in different methods. Heat transfer method, partial equation method, oxidation number method. Now we are going to use ion electron method. This method is called also half reaction method. Half reaction method. It is also called redox reaction method. It is also called redox reaction method. In redox reaction method, what happens? You have to see the medium, whether acidic or basic medium. As the reaction is HCl, means it is acidic medium. For first, what you will do? The equation will retain in which form? The ionic form. Here KMnO4 can retain as MnO4 minus. Main ion will be retained MnO4 minus. In acidic medium, it changes to what? Which ion? Main important ion. Here K plus, there is no change. But here MnO4 minus stage, it is Mn plus 2 stage. Mn plus 2. You have to select what are the important ions mainly produced. So MnO4 minus changes to Mn2 plus. This is the main change. Then how can you balance the first step? Here the step is like this. MnO4, just you see. Here MnO4 charge is how much? MnO4 minus charge of manganese is +7. Here manganese is +2. +7 changes to +2. +7 changes to +2. You add 5 electron because manganese has +7. Here manganese has +2. So to balance it, you add 5 electron because electron can negative charge. 5 electron and +7, that become 2 plus. Right side also 2 plus. Now just you see the charge. Here oxygen 4, write 4 water. To balance oxygen, you can add water. That is important techniques. Now hydrogen, how much? Hydrogen 4 into 2, that is 8. You multiply 8 here. Now 8H plus. Now you see it is balanced. That total charge, total atom are balanced. Now Mn1. Here oxygen 4, hydrogen 8. Now see the charge in right side, total right side charge is +2. But you see how many charge? Don't take this one. This is not the actual charge. Here charge is this one. 8 plus 5 electron, that is 3 plus. 3 plus 1 minus, that is 2 plus. Already it has 2 plus in right side. So first step is completed, and this is called reduction. Because addition of electron, that is called reduction. Because we are discussing half reaction method. One is reduction, another is oxidation. Oxidation method is you have to select which one remaining. Cl minus 2 Cl2. Cl minus changes to Cl2. Main change, because Cl minus left side, here Cl minus, here Cl minus, remaining same, but Cl minus changes to Cl2 is main important change. So you multiply 2 here, now 2 negative, here 0, you add 2 negative. You have to think is very important is that technically that whether the electron is added in both sides or not. Here in the first equation, electron is added in left side. Here in the second equation, electron is added in right side. That is correct. If the electron added in both sides, either left side or right side, that's wrong. In this way, you cannot balance the equation by that oxidation ion electron method. In ion electron method, you have to see addition of electron either in left side, another is it will be right side. So then what happens? This is now it is balanced. But electron, to cancel electron, you have to see left side, right side. Here left side 5 electron, here right side 2 electron. How will you cancel? You have to multiply 5 here to become 10. Here multiply 2 here, so that it will become also 10. So 10, 2 into 5, 10. Here 5 into 10. Electron is cancelled. Now you add all species in the reactant right side. Here 2 is multiplied, so 2 MnO4 minus, then 2 that is 16H plus, then that here how many Cl minus? That is 10 Cl minus plus 10 Cl minus. Here what is the product side? 2 Mn2 plus remaining 8 H2O plus 5 into Cl2, that is 5 Cl2. You see, this is the actual change takes place in the reaction. So 2 MnO4 minus 8 16H plus, and here here how much? 5 Cl minus changes to here 10 Cl minus. Here 10 Cl minus, here 18, that is 18H plus, correct? 18H plus. Then product you see whether the charge is balanced or not. Here 2 minus, here is 2 minus, here 10 minus. How much remaining? 2 minus and 10 Cl minus. Total is how much? That is 12 minus. 12 minus and here is 16 plus. That is how much left? 4 plus. How much left? That is 4 plus. Right side you see, this is neutral, here 2 into 2, that is 4 plus. So charge is balanced and number of atoms also balanced. You see 10 Cl, now 10 Cl, now hydrogen is 16H, now is 16H, oxygen 8, now oxygen 8, manganese 2, everything is balanced. So you have to, that important method is what? Ion electron method. In ion electron method, you have to divide the equation into half equation. One is reduction, another is oxidation. Oxidation means loss of electron added in the right side, means that is oxidation. When electron added in the left side, that is reduction. So whole equation divided into oxidation reduction equation. But you have to think, we have to find out which part is generally undergoing oxidation and reduction. Here MnO4 minus will be taken, K plus MnO4 minus. You have to select the particular ion which is undergoing the oxidation reduction reaction. This thing you require only practice. If you practice more, then you will have better knowledge regarding which part you have to select and how you can start from the balancing. That is very important. So you see, I have taken one example, one equation balanced by heat and thermal method, partial equation method, oxidation number method, and ion electron method. Similarly, you practice you take particular example, you take one example and balance it by all four methods. If you do like this, then there will no problem, there will no difficulty in balancing chemical equation. You always follow the tricks. Okay, I hope you can do. You practice. Any problem you have, you can interact with me. Okay, thank you all.